Hi everyone, today I'm recording something which is precious to me because it's all about breaks and holidays and being able to decompress. Now, in my experience, whenever I talk to execs, especially when I'm on the stress programs, I actually share with them that I think they have a struggle to decompress because, strictly speaking, during the working week it's quite difficult to do that. They've often got obligations, or they are having very long days, or they're travelling quite a bit. And clearly, really, you go from one working environment, which is going to take quite a lot of obligation, commitment, pressure and tension. And then you go home where sometimes it can be the same because you've got young children. So I think Monday to Friday it's quite difficult to decompress. So one of the things I do recommend is to try to take what I call a reboot, which is a long weekend. And I recommend those roughly every 6 to 8 weeks. And I think those don't necessarily achieve the decompression exactly, but they do change the pace. And I've always maintained that pace stands for the performance that you want through the actions you take, the choices you make, and the end result. And that end result usually, if it's possible, is to get more energy rather than less. Now, I've just got back from Sri Lanka, which was a really great break for me. I took 10 days in which I actually did manage to decompress really pretty well, and there were two primary reasons for that. One, I think, is Sri Lanka is a fabulous country. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so beautiful. It's very lush, it's very green. If you've ever been there, it's actually incredibly similar to Malaysia or Bali. And I loved it from the moment I landed, mostly because of the second reason, which is that my daughter now lives in Australia permanently as far as we're aware. And therefore for us, it was halfway because I came from the UK and she came from Oz. And it was really lovely. We spent 10 full days together, really enjoying each other's company. We're very different people. But it was an absolute great opportunity, and I'm so grateful to her because I talked the hind legs off a donkey about everything that mattered to me. And I hope that she got the same. Now, that was definitely one side effect or benefit, and that's how you decompress, is by slowly ending the day and taking the pressure down and out of the system. And some of the other ways I think that you might consider doing that, you can maybe do these to some degree at home, but certainly when you're on holiday, because getting an opportunity to truly decompress often comes with a distance. So Sri Lanka couldn't be further from my point of view. Now, reducing the amount of time on my phone was an absolute key. If either of us was going to get an eSIM, it was her. And therefore, when she did, she was able to find our way and sort all sorts of things and search for stuff, which was brilliant. But I only piggybacked on that very occasionally. Most of the rest of the time, I only got access to my emails or any sort of messages when I was in a hotel with Wi-Fi. Now, that was good for me. It meant that I couldn't find the stuff on the phone. And that was pretty helpful. And I think other things which really help, you deliberately make sure that you eat more slowly, eat more calmly, try not to pack your days with multiple things to do, although some excitement and some calm with things to look forward to is great for you. Some of the other things was that I breathed more deeply. Yes, I did sit on a beach or on a hammock or something similar in order to take some time out, and I didn't need to do that often, but I loved it. And I think getting a complete change was absolutely brilliant. We did some new stuff. We did stuff I'd never done. We went on a safari. We saw elephants. We went dolphin watching. I'm not great with boats, but I loved this. It was a really great experience. I think it's quite important to get some time to yourself if you can. I took odd moments where I would have 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. That was quite key. I read a low-key book, not too demanding, not great thriller, not going to be energizing, not sending my adrenaline spiking. And I think you do get the opportunity to process your life or work because you're at a distance, and I think that gives you perspective. So do consider. I went for 10 days, and I do recommend a week is too short because most execs take 5 days to even begin the decompression. So you can imagine what happens if you only go for a week. So I hope some of those tips have really helped. Do consider what I've suggested. Give it a try, preferably this year for your next holiday break. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.